Hi. Grace Boji once again from Boji Farms. Are you new to our channel? Please don't forget to subscribe and also click on that notification bell to alert you every time our new videos are loading. Are you a new farmer? You want to start a goat farm? You don't know what exact tools you need on your farm. You don't know nothing. You know nothing. People have lied to you, buy this. You end up with all scraps of all kinds on your farm because you have no idea. This video is for you. It is basically going to guide you on what exact tools you should buy on your farm, which kind of tools should not miss. These are low-cost items that they don't cost so much and they shouldn't miss on any person's farm. One of those tools we have on the farm is a syringe. A syringe is a key tool in passing on the medication into a goat during injection time. You'll need a syringe. You also need needles. These syringes vary from one supplier to the other, but I, for one, I use for a company from France, and I found them more durable. And also, when you are buying needles that are going to inject these goats, please, when you go to these people in the pharmacies, when you are buying the needles, ask them that you want needles that are specifically going to inject goats, not cows. Some of us end up with very long needles, others end up with too short needles. Actually, when you invite vets on your farms, they will ably guide you on what kind of needles do what and what. There are those short needles that inject medicine under the skin of the goat, and then there are those long needles that inject subcutaneous. They inject in the meat of the goat. So after you have bought the needle, we shall also look at the disposable syringe. This helps in giving any drug orally. It is a disposable, it is a one-use syringe. But some of us tulemerako, and we use it for so many times, but in actual sense, it's supposed to be used 1 or 2 times, and then you dispose it off. But some of us, you know, in Africa, so what we do, for example, you want to give an oral dewormer. It has the numbers on from 1 meal to 2 meal to 3 meals up to 60 meals. So depending on what you want to give some of your goats medicine. Other medicine may be multivitamins orally. A goat is very sick. This is one of the syringes. In our downtown shops, they cost around 4,000, 5,000. You should always have it. After that, always have a thermometer on your farm. Mugenda bita byakwejala bya omukazi yabiteekamu oluzungu lungi. Have a thermometer on your farm. A vet will show you where they insert the thermometer, how it is being used. Always have a thermometer. Thermometer helps you to measure the temperature. For us human beings, we put our thermometer here, but for this, you put the thermometer in the vulva of the goat. Waliyo wava obusa je tusaka thermometer kano, but a vet is the best person to teach you how they do this. Another crucial item, especially for people with many animals on the farm, is an automatic syringe. We have several of them. All these automatic syringes. This is a drenching gun. This is an automatic syringe, especially we use it during vaccination. When we are going to vaccinate our goats, it stops up to 2 meals, and most of our vaccines usually we dispense 1 meal or 2 meals. So if we are going to give the adult goats, we set it at 2 meals exactly, and we inject our goats 2 meals. If it is for the babies, it is 1 meal, we set it at 1 meal. So this is efficient in such a way. If you have so many animals on the farm, like me who has over 500 goats, this comes in handy because it helps me inject these goats. Even one person can inject over 100 goats within an hour. But if you don't have this, then you can use this syringe. However, with this, you don't have to set it. And usually some of our amateur caregivers on the farm, when they use such syringes to give medication, they usually give a lot of medication, which is not good. But with this, it is thorough. It is a thorough automatic syringe which gives the exact measurement of the drug you want your goat to have. The same applies to this drenching gun. Basically what happens, you unfold it and then you insert this tube, maybe in a jerry can or any other container which has the medicine, and then you measure accordingly here. And then, for example, if you are going to give an oral dewormer, maybe 5 mils, you set. For example, this one starts from 1 mil up to roughly, actually not even roughly, up to 12 mils. And in our Uganda, I don't think there is any goat that gets 12 mils. Maybe these are cows, but we usually give our goats between 2 mils up to 5 mils, even up to 6 mils. And then, for example, for the adult goats, especially the South African goats, we set it at 6, and we orally give the dewormer to the goats. After that, we have this one. This is a spray most of us have not been using, but it's very crucial. Why? What used to happen on my farm, I used to have incidences where my workers come to you and tell you, Madam, we have treated this particular goat for days, but it's not getting well. And then you ask them how many times. Often they would lie. And when they lie, it means it's just like a human beings. When they give you medicine for malaria and you take it only for 1 day, it means your malaria will not get away. You're going to create drug resistance. So that's what is used to happen in my earlier days. So I had to think backwards and see how can I make it better so that I make them accountable. So how does this spray come into play? This spray, what happens every time a goat is sick, or maybe when you want to label a goat, my workers treat a goat for only 1 time, and then they tell you, we have been treating that goat for over 3 days. And there is no way I could verify. So what I opted for is to go and get these sprays, and they are in several colors. So what this dot means, it means if I find it sprayed on a goat, it means this goat has got its first treatment. If I get a second dose on the back of the goat, it means it's on its second treatment. So every time I look through my herd, I usually see this kind of color to enable me know that, you know what, these are 2 dots, this goat is on its second treatment, and there is no way they can lie to me. But in other days, because we have so many animals, they used to lie to me. So some of you wondering, where can you get this? I usually get this from Nakasero market, in the hardware shops, all industrial area. These sprays are there. They are in multiple colors. I usually buy color orange, luminous green, I buy yellow. All these colors are there. Go and get them, what works for you, especially for those with many numbers on your farms. And actually, even when I've just gotten new goats on the farm and I don't want to tag them at first, because this spray can stick on the goat's skin for at least a week without being rubbed, unless it is raining. So I always put it there when they are just new goats on the farm, that in case they wander off, everywhere around my village, they know Ezembuzi is a Gracie. That is Gracie's spray, so nobody has it. It's a unique kind of spray.